And welcome again, dear friends, to another edition of Fresh Bread. This is Reverend Phil Anderson here, pastor of Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church, right here in the capital city of Topeka, Kansas. Well, we are now at Tuesday, October the 5th of 2021, and so glad you could join me here for a few minutes. You know, we were talking yesterday, if you were with us, about taking advantage of the gifts that God gives us, especially the gifts of time and just the wonderful things that he's done for us, the way he's blessed us. So today we want to look at a parable that Jesus taught regarding the gifts that he has given us. And we'll have enough time, I think, today to read this, and we'll be able to talk about it just a little bit. This parable today comes from Matthew chapter 25 and verses 14 to 30. I'll be reading from the English Standard Version. So let's look at this section of Matthew chapter 25, again, verses 14 to 30. It's known as the parable of the talents. And this is Jesus speaking. For it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted to them his property. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. He who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them, and he made 5 talents more. So he who had the 2 talents made 2 talents more. But he who had received the 1 talent went and dug in the ground and hid his master's money. Now after a long time the master of those servants came and settled accounts with them. And he who had received the 5 talents came forward, bringing 5 talents more, saying, Master, you delivered to me 5 talents. Here I've made 5 talents more. His master said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little. I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. And he also who had the 2 talents came forward, saying, Master, you delivered to me 2 talents. Here I've made 2 talents more. His master said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a little. I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. He also who had received the 1 talent came forward, saying, Master, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you did not sow and gathering where you scattered no seed. So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. Here, you have what is yours. But his master answered him, You wicked and slothful servant. You knew that I reap where I have not sown and gathered where I scattered no seed. Then you ought to have invested my money with the bankers, and at my coming I should have received what was my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has the 10 talents. For to everyone who has will more be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Well, what do we make of this parable? I mean, we'll probably look at this for the next 2 days at least. And so much is going on here. We have 4 characters to start with. We have the master. We have the servant who got 5 talents. We have the servant who got 2 talents. And we have the servant that got 1 talent. So all of this is going on. And we know that the master was going on a long journey. And he entrusted, it says, to them his property. I like that word entrusted because I think that's very important. It's a gift that was given to them. It was something that didn't really belong to them, but they were then being asked to do something with it. Not just to hang on to it, but to do something with it. So one person got 5 talents, one person got 2, and one other person got 1 talent. And here again, they got them according to their ability. How about that? See, God's not going to ask us to do more than we are capable of doing, friends. He just wants us to take what we've got and to use it to honor and glorify him. We're going to come back and look at this some more tomorrow. So don't miss Fresh Bread on Wednesday, October 6th. Until then, have a great day. God bless you. And thanks for being with us. Hope to talk to you more tomorrow.